What's up, gamers? Welcome back to another video. As you can see in Jack's inventory, there are many dangerous weapons. We will be damage testing today every weapon in Hypixel Skyblock, except for some of them because we don't want to use them because why not? Just for an update, this summer we're doing a different stream schedule, so we stream at 9:30 p.m. Mountain Time, have fun with that, every Friday and Saturday night. And then on Tuesday and Thursday, we stream at 12 p.m. Mountain Time.
Alright, so the first weapon is the Hyperion. We gotta test everything compared to the Hyperion and see if there is a weapon that is better than the Hyperion. So, the Hyperion, as you can see, does 50 damage, it has 120 strength, and it costs 55 mana per ability. So, we're gonna test this out. So, it's an easy equation to figure this out. So all you have to do, you could just go to the end and hit an Enderman, or you could do this equation. So the equation is going to be -27 divided by this, the product of the root of 83 and the root of 139. Then once you get that answer, should be roughly around -0.25. And then you take the inverse cosine of that answer, and it goes to 104.55. So then you move the decimal places over in between 1 and 5 places depending on how many talismans you have. Since I have 54 talismans, it's going to be 10,455 damage with the Hyperion to an Enderman. So, yeah.
Now, let's do a damage test with our fist. So as you can see, Jack's fist is pretty spicy, and well, he has 35 strength and 600 damage with his fist. That is right, he has 600 damage. And then if you also factor in the amount of wisdom he has and the charisma, you will see that if you do 69 plus 10 minus 10 times 100, it equals 43,000. But then you have to subtract 43,000 and add 28. Therefore, he does 97 damage with his fist to a zombie.
Okay, the next one is the one everyone wants to know about, the Atom Split Katana. So this thing to Enderman, you don't even need an equation. You just know that since it's the Atom Split Katana, it always does the same amount of damage, and that is 69,421 damage. So, it does that much damage to Enderman, but how much damage does it do to other Endermen? Because I was just talking about one Enderman. There's a combo ability on it where if you hit multiple Endermen in a row, then it does sequential damage. So, basically, if you hit another one, it does X damage. You have to figure that out for yourself.
Alright boys, so the next weapon is possibly one of the most underrated weapons in Hypixel Skyblock. It's the Scorpion Bow. A lot of people don't know this. It has a secret melee ability, and this is really OP because not even the staff team on Hypixel or the coders that work for Hypixel know about it. Yep, it doesn't even say it on the weapon. Because if you hit something, bro, oh my gosh, look at that. Dude, look at how big that number is, guys. Dude, that's crazy, man. I just whacked that thing, bro, and Jack jumped over the zombie, bro. Oh man, that number is massive. It has so many digits. I can't even see the number, bro. This is great.
Alright, for the next weapon, it's a pretty complicated formula. It is called the Viking Thor Hammer. And not many people have heard about it, but you can get it from the Viking that sells the Viking tears. I forget what they're called, but you can get it from that guy. Where you like go and you get a magical water bucket by like putting a salmon in his pot or something. Yeah, that guy. So you can get the Thor Viking hammer from him, and all you have to do to figure out how much damage it's gonna do is you take the mob that you're gonna go for. So for example, zombie, you pull up a trusty handy dandy graphing calculator, and if you notice, if you hit alpha, there's a bunch of letters on it. So all you're going to do is hit alpha and then each letter to spell out the word zombie, for example. And then once you spell out zombie, you take those numbers that you just hit, and then you divide those by 69, and then you multiply them by the angle of the cosine of the inverse of 24. And then after you've done that, all you have to do is do the quadratic formula 16 times in a row using synthetic division in between, and then you're good.
For the next weapon, this is the upgrade to the Thor Viking Thor hammer thingamabobber. Now this weapon is very exquisite, and it's called the Atom Split Thor Katana Handle. Now the Atom Split Thor Katana Handle is the damage is pretty simple. You just have to divide the color of your eyes by the square root of how old you are.
Alright, now the final one, the greatest weapon of all time, the Prismarine Bow. So, to figure out how much damage this does, it's really easy. You just take your favorite number of the alphabet. So for example, mine's yellow. So basically, once you have that, you just multiply by a triangle, and then you divide by a oval, and then you take that, and then however many receipts you've declined to get from like Walgreens, you multiply it by that much, and then that's how much damage you're gonna do to a Sea Guardian. Now, it's different for every mob, so I'm not gonna go over each one, but like, for example, to a squid, all you do is you count how many Star Wars movies you've watched, and then you multiply that by whatever your favorite number is, and then you take that answer, and then you call someone with that number, and then if they respond, you add 1, and if they don't respond, you subtract 1, and if they leave you on a voicemail, you add 1,000. And that's how much damage you're going to do to a squid. So it's different for each mob, but that's just a couple examples. All of these can be found on the wiki and the forums, so yeah.
Thanks for watching. We hope this was a very informative video, because I mean, you would have never figured this out on your own. You guys don't know how to look at the wiki. You suck if you're watching this. And if you got to this, then come to the island. I'll give you 10 mil. Every week I ramp it up by a little bit. It's up to 10 mil now, so come to the island. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, and our stream schedule, go to the beginning of the video, because if you made it this far, you haven't made it this far.